Hello, beauties. This is another story about the law and how it works. So, people can manifest if they know how to manifest using their imagination and their will and their focus and concentration. Then they understand how the manifestation process works. Now, this doesn't, the law is kind of like electricity. Okay, if you plug in electricity, it can run a stereo, or it can run a wood chipper. The electricity doesn't care, right? What you're using it for. It simply works when you know how it works. Okay, so you could use it for something destructive or something constructive. So she tells a story about a woman who years in the past, before she came to this teaching in the law of karma, had really wanted this specific house. Like, she just wanted it and she imagined it and she was like just manifesting it and gonna have it. And then the man who owned the house died and she got the house. So then a couple years later, when she came into the New Thought teaching, and she asked Florence, she goes, "Do you think that I had anything to do with that man's death?" And Florence says, "Oh, yes." So the woman didn't know it at the time, but her will was so strong and her desire was so determined that it kind of ran roughshod over and created the circumstance for her to get her desire. So, sometimes we think, well, how can, some of the powers that be, shall we say, they seem to be creating, manifesting things that are certainly not what we would prefer or what we would call good, harmonious, peaceful, or loving, but they know how the law works and they're able to manifest what they're choosing, even if it may have deleterious effects for other people. So she said, really, that's where, when Jesus said, "Not my will, but thine be done," he was bending his ego's will to divine will. Okay, now this doesn't mean that we can't have what we want. It simply means that we trust that divine will sees the big picture for everyone, wants the good for everyone, right? So in that case, we can say, "I want this house or better," right? We leave it to divine will to work out the how, and maybe we haven't imagined a better house. Maybe we can't imagine a better house, but Spirit can, right? So if we're willing to just add that little caveat, "I want this person perhaps or better. I want this job or better," then we're kind of open to things working out in a harmonious way for everyone, and we're not using our ego's will at the expense of someone else. So I hope this was helpful. You can always have what you want or better. Just trust that maybe there's something better than you've imagined, and that it's always working out for your highest good. Namaste.